Ever wondered if friends with benefits is a good idea? Let's talk. Friends with benefits sounds like a fun idea, right? Physical intimacy without commitment, emotional freedom, and the comfort of a familiar face. But there's more to the story. Friends with benefits allows for a sexual relationship without the pressure of a traditional romantic commitment. For people not looking for a long-term relationship, it can provide physical and emotional satisfaction in a more casual setup. Since there is no expectation of exclusivity or emotional depth, individuals can focus on other areas of their lives, work, personal growth, or other relationships, without the weight of emotional attachment. Engaging in a physical relationship with a friend provides a sense of trust and familiarity, compared to a hookup with a stranger. The pre-existing friendship might create a more comfortable and safe space. Friends with benefits eliminates many of the traditional relationship stresses, such as family obligations, future planning, or societal expectations, allowing both people to enjoy the connection in the moment. One of the most common pitfalls of FWB relationships is that feelings can develop over time. It's possible for one person to become emotionally attached, creating an imbalance where one wants more than the other is willing to offer. The casual nature of the relationship may blur lines, leading to emotional confusion. One person may start craving more, leading to hurt feelings and eventual strain on the friendship. Even in a supposedly casual setup, seeing your friend with someone else could trigger feelings of jealousy, even if that wasn't the original expectation. Emotional boundaries can get fuzzy, leading to discomfort or resentment. If the friends with benefits arrangement doesn't go well, it can ruin the friendship. If one person catches feelings or feels betrayed, the trust and camaraderie that once existed can be damaged, potentially ending both the friendship and the physical relationship. Friends with benefits lacks the emotional intimacy and support often found in committed relationships. If one person starts craving emotional connection, the casual nature of FWB can feel unfulfilling, leaving one or both parties feeling lonely despite the physical closeness. Setting and maintaining clear boundaries can be difficult. Questions like, "Are we allowed to date other people?" or "What if I develop feelings?" can create misunderstandings, potentially leading to conflict. For those who view sex through a spiritual or moral lens, FWB arrangements can cause internal conflict or guilt. If one or both individuals feel that physical intimacy should be tied to love or commitment, the arrangement may create emotional or spiritual distress. Once a friendship becomes sexual, it can be difficult to revert to a purely platonic friendship. The dynamics of the relationship will likely change, and it may be hard to recapture the same level of friendship if the FWB arrangement ends. Emotional maturity. If both individuals are emotionally mature, clear about their intentions, and capable of maintaining boundaries, an FWB relationship can work without too much emotional fallout. Mutual understanding. Friends with benefits arrangements are more successful when both parties have a clear understanding of what they want and are on the same page about the nature of the relationship. No desire for long-term relationship. If neither person is seeking a committed relationship and both value the casual nature of the arrangement, it may provide mutual satisfaction. If one or both individuals harbor secret romantic feelings or hope that the FWB situation will turn into a serious relationship, it can lead to heartache when those expectations aren't met. If one person's values or beliefs are at odds with casual sex, or if there is an expectation for sex to be connected to love, this arrangement is likely to lead to internal conflict. From a spiritual perspective, especially for those who value intimacy as part of a committed relationship or marriage, FWB may not align with the belief that sex should be a sacred or significant bond between two people. If intimacy is seen as an active connection between souls, a casual setup may feel shallow or unsatisfying over time. In conclusion, the friends with benefits arrangement can offer a level of flexibility and freedom, but it also carries emotional risks and can complicate friendships. It can work well if both parties have clear boundaries, strong communication, and emotional maturity. However, the potential for emotional attachment, jealousy, and confusion makes it a tricky arrangement that can often lead to complications, especially if one person desires more than what was initially agreed upon. The key is open, honest communication and ensuring that both parties are on the same page about the expectations and potential outcomes.